Hello everyone, and we are going to be looking at soon-to-be Hurricane Delta as it approaches the Gulf. However, before we could get into the forecast, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a single upload or live stream. Right now we are currently looking at the National Hurricane Center, and as you can see we have Tropical Depression Gamma right now in the Gulf, and we also do have Tropical Storm Delta in the Caribbean. Tropical Storm Delta expected to become a hurricane by midweek, and it should be making landfall still as a hurricane pinpointed on Louisiana. And here's the current forecast for Tropical Storm Delta. As you can see, it's becoming a hurricane by 2 p.m. Tuesday, and then rapid intensifying into a major hurricane by 2 a.m. Wednesday, still a major hurricane by 2 a.m. Thursday, and then becomes back down to a Category 2 hurricane, and then by 2 p.m. Friday makes landfall as a Category 2 hurricane or maybe a high-end Category 1 hurricane. Really just depends on how the cool waters are, and becoming a tropical storm again by 2 p.m. Saturday as it makes landfall on Louisiana. As has been forecasting pretty more lefter than normal, has been moving more westward, and this definitely could make landfall the same area where Hurricane Laura did. So definitely anyone that's been affected by Hurricane Laura definitely will see some more impacts from Tropical Storm Delta. Here are those current wind speed probabilities for Tropical Storm Delta, and as you can see, these are the tropical storm force wind probabilities. We are going to see a 100% chance for some tropical storm force winds off the coast of Mexico, and Louisiana is already seeing a 60 to 70% chance you will see some tropical storm force winds, including all the way up to Tennessee. You're already seeing a 10% chance for some tropical storm force winds. This is how fast it will intensify in the Gulf. We are seeing some more cooler waters in the northern part of the Gulf, but we are still seeing some very warm waters in the southern Gulf and then the Caribbean. So that's why it's going to intensify most likely in the Caribbean and the southern Gulf area. Here's those arrival times of those winds, and as you can see, Mexico will see some impacts, and Cuba will see starting impacts around Tuesday at 2 p.m. Running through Wednesday 8 a.m. Those winds will exit those areas, and by Thursday 8 a.m. the USA will be seeing those impacts, a very large area for those winds from Tropical Storm Delta, soon to be Hurricane Delta, of course. By Friday 8 a.m. you will start to see those major impacts for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, the Panhandle of Florida. Texas may even see some impacts from this. A large area for some impacts from Tropical Storm Delta will be likely. Now here's the current warnings and advisories and watches. We are seeing tropical storm warnings right now for parts of Cuba. As you can see in those blue shaded areas, we are seeing tropical storm warnings right now, and those are where that tropical storm force sustained winds are, in that kind of orange area in the more bottom of the screen. That's where currently Tropical Storm Delta is. Those are the tropical storm force wind extents. So a very little wind extent right now, but that will increase in the upcoming days. We are seeing hurricane warnings right now in effect for parts of Mexico and Cuba in the red right there, and tropical storm watches right next to the hurricane warnings for Cuba. Louisiana, Texas, any of the surrounding states for Louisiana needs to be preparing now, including Louisiana, of course. Needs to be starting to prepare for Hurricane Delta, as this will be bringing some major impacts for those areas, including the surrounding areas. Could even see some more impacts than usual from this. It's going to be a pretty large storm that are going to be hitting these areas. So it won't only affect Louisiana, it will affect the surrounding states. So you need to start preparing now, either way, even if it's only in the Caribbean. You definitely don't want to wait last minute to prepare, as we really don't know if this will be making landfall as a major hurricane or only a Category 1 or 2. It really just depends on what it decides to do, so that's why you need to prepare now to really just be ready for this, to be expecting a major hurricane. Pretty much expect a major hurricane, expect the worst, and hope for the best, pretty much. If you did enjoy the forecast and want more of these updates on Tropical Storm Delta, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a single update or live stream. Also, make sure to share this video with any friends or family that may be affected by Tropical Storm Delta, soon to be Hurricane Delta. But anyways, stay safe.